Like he was like ZSS all the way, and then ZSS got nerfed, and he's like, you know what, Cloud, let's do it.
I mean, he's really put up real results here.
Oh yeah, it's not a joke or a meme. Like Ned is legitimately good. Often considered to have some of the best movement of all Cloud mains.
Oh yeah, his movement is so crisp. Especially when he has his limit online. He's one of the Clouds who holds on a limit for the longest.
Yeah,
out of any Cloud.
He is the reverse of Mewtwo King. Mewtwo King will be like, limit. Here's
limit boom.
Yeah, limit boom, limit boom.
Blade beam.
Ned, however, likes the movement and weight buffs that limit gives him, so a little bit different. Now, JDB's path to get here, he beat Tyroy, and then he beat Low 1, and then he beat ESAM. So it's not like he has had any sort of like cupcake path to get here. You know, Tyroy, what used to be #1 in Chicago, is currently #3. Low 1, one of the best Luigis that there is. High place in Michigan, and then ESAM, of course, we just saw. We all know how good he is. So JDB has not had a cupcake path to this moment, and is proving currently why he's here. He is only 8% against Ned right now.
He's playing really well.
Thank you, Sturm, for that insightful addition to what I was saying.
He's just getting in. If you can get in here onto Ned, that's when he's going to just get his big combos. This is a good combo weight character for Mario to combat. If he can get in. That's the problem. And that's why Mario mains dislike the matchup in general, is because Cloud can just sword you away.
Right. One thing I will say about Ned's Cloud, though, is because like he's so confident in his movement and his shield pressure, is that sometimes he'll be a little too aggressive. And that means that Mario doesn't have to get in because Ned's coming to him.
Ned, he got himself into a hole, but he's already made a big adjustment here. He can make adjustments that quick in mid-game.
Ned's a very, very smart, intelligent player. One thing that you need to do to really beat Ned is either you need to get a big lead or you need to frustrate him. You need to tilt him and get him inside his own head, questioning his decisions. And right now, though, it's dead even.
Whiffing limit moves like that will tend to make him tilted sometimes. So you have to watch out.
You have to frustrate Ned if you want to beat him, and that's what JBD, I believe, can do.
Oh, he went so low on that climb hazard. JDB looked to get the poke out with the down tilt, pop him up, and then get maybe like a forward air or a neutral air just to knock him away.
Didn't quite work there. Oh, and he's going to get the flood kill right there. Very stylish. One of JDB's most important points of his game is that he's tricky. He's very sly. Like, he'll be like, oh, I didn't use the flood at all the entire time. You kind of forgot about it. Boom, here it is. And that's what we saw right there, him taking that first stock over Ned.
Ned, things aren't awful for Ned at this point. He had his limit fully charged now. Oh, but he tried to climb hazard out of the up tilt string, and that cost him. He's got a recharge limit. But JDB actually going to SD there. Fast falling a little too far. That is going to put Ned right back in the game.
Yeah, and that's what you can't do against Ned. You can't give Ned that confidence to be like, hey, you just SD'd. I'm going to press the issue and make you make mistakes.
Yeah, don't give Ned free stocks, man.
Oh, and no punish.
I don't know what he was looking for.
I think he was going for something crazy, but just didn't find it in time, and then JDB was able to escape the situation.
Unfortunate for Ned. He's trying to land here against Mario. Gets it with the down air.
With Mario.
He was landing against a Mario.
Oh,
Ned was landing against him.
Gotcha.
It's all right.
I misinterpreted.
It's all right. I forgive you this time.
Everybody gets one, right?
Apparently. Speaking of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, great
nice grab.
read. Just, neutral get up into the grab. Actually, that might have been on reaction. That might not have been a read. Ned is a younger player.
16-year-old reaction time, which is crazy.
His hands are still fresh and not beaten down from years of stress, so his reaction time is instantaneous.
And he's been punishing with neutral air a lot more lately, and I love the way he does it. Because he just puts himself in this position where no matter what you do, I'm just my hitboxes are everywhere, and you can't escape them.
JDB looking for an air dodge read there, though, but Ned too smart, just jumps out of it.
Grabs the wrong way.
Oh,
that fireball is clutch.
That's been part of, that's been a big part of JDB's game all day, is these very clutch individual little moments, like fireball or like nair, just these small things. Oh, wow.
Oh, but Ned misses the ledge.
Ned missed the ledge. JDB, magnet hands, 100%, because, ledge was here. Hand was not close. And then Mario was just magnet glove engage and just
I like the idea that Ned tried to go for there, where he was trying to pressure very hard off stage.
So yeah, so as we go into game 2 here, it's going to be important to see like how Ned is able to make adjustments, because really what cost him there were a couple of his own mistakes.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, the way he was playing, it was really close. You saw him just go on these runs where he would do like 80, 90% without getting touched. But then he would just fluster a little bit, and then
JDB
that's
would
all
take
he
advantage.
needed.
Yeah, like that bit of fluster is what always is going to cost Ned. Now, what surprises me here is that, you know, even though JDB has won the last 4 tournaments that he was at, they were a while ago. He hasn't played in a big tournament that has mattered at all in like 3 months. So the fact that he's able to do this against a hot Ned coming off a #1 on the PR is really rather impressive.
I mean, all of his wins today have been super impressive. He has a win on Tyroi, a win on ESAM, but he rolls into a cross slash, and that is not a great way to get a win on a Ned.
No, that gives Ned a lot of confidence. It means because when Ned starts rolling, it's because he feels like he's in your head. And in general, you have to just play super, super smart and actually kind of passively against Ned, because if you give into his aggression game, he will beat you.
And he's going to get out of that. And here, that's what he was looking for. He's looking for those falling up airs. You can get like 30-ish% out of those.
Right.
And that's probably the maximum punish.
Gets the grab here. Oh, and kind of reads that forward air. Gets just out of range of it and then forward smashes. But Ned has the limit, so he's a little bit heavier now.
Ned jumping over that fireball is very clutch. Again, if he had hit that fireball, he would not have limit anymore. And we know that Ned is in his comfort zone when he has limit on.
Right.
And he can do these fading back airs that are super safe on Mario's shield.
It is in everybody's shield. Like, it is crazy how well Ned spaces those back airs that are safe on shield. Actually,
oh, he popped out!
Just like the first hit has that slightly strange knockback. I've seen that happen more than once, where that first hit kind of sends them the wrong way and it doesn't lead into the other ones.
Ned is not panicking off stage here against JDB right now. Like, these are such scary moments when Cloud is recovering against a Mario that's so aware of how to punish it.
Right.
And Ned's in a good spot.
Okay.
Not a great trade.
I mean, it was a trade. It happened. It wasn't exactly like Butterfree for Eradicate, but it was a trade.
Yeah, he's got to not let that fluster him too.
Right. And now the one thing though that taking that stock means is that the Gimp, the Flood, the Cape, that's all back online.
But he has his limit charged again, and that is exactly where he wants to be, as we've mentioned many times.
Right. Wow, and that was a little bit of a random kind of usage of limit there from Ned, but it didn't matter because as soon as he landed, he's just like, here's the forward tilt.
I think he expected another roll.
Eat the butter knife.
Yeah, and the missed punish by JDB just meant, boop, down he goes.
Was that Smashville that they were on?
That's Smashville.
Smashville.
Both games are Smashville, right?
Yes. I just forgot to write that down.
JDB plays a lot of characters.
Yes, he does. He has...
When I asked people who knew, they said he plays the cast.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of those he plays in bracket, though.
Yeah, I've seen, like, I checked out his wiki page. You know, I talked to a couple of the other people that came from Kentucky, and they seemed pretty confident that if it came down to a counterpick war, that he could win it. But they're both sticking with the one character right now. JDB obviously feeling that Mario is going to give him the best shot here against Ned, which is interesting because Ned clearly has a lot of Mario experience. Obviously, Dan is in his region, as well as JT Wild and JT Dunk, so... I'm happy to see that JDB is bringing something new to the table in this Mario matchup, and it's been doing decently against the powerhouse that is Ned. Indeed.
Ned is trying to just get back to the middle of the stage here. Being on the edges is really scary against Mario for the exact same reasons that we mentioned with those Gimp opportunities. And this isn't exactly how he wanted to charge his limit, but taking enough damage does give him his limit charge here. JDB out to a hot start.
Oh, wow. I love that. I guess the up tilt that like it pulls from way back and pops him up, which leads right into the raise the roof up airs. Oh wow! Speaking of things leading into it, Ned just hops off the platform and eats a spicy meatball.
Yeah, but he's living that limit again, coming in the clutch. It gives you a little bit of extra gravity, keeps you alive a little bit longer off at the top.
I guess it's got to be what is it? The mana or I don't know. I don't play Final Fantasy. What is it that he uses?
Oh, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII in forever.
I don't know, but whatever. But clearly, it makes him heavier. That blue glow. When he goes Cloud Super Saiyan, he gets heavier. It gets more dense.
Yeah, that's basic physics 101.
Yeah,
of course.
When you power up, you get heavier.
When your hair is spiky and flying, I'm sure you could ask Goku. He knows all about that. But right now, Ned is just punishing brilliantly on JDB. He's kind of... Now maybe he's the one flustered. We were talking about how Ned can be tilted sometimes.
Yeah, after a really hot start, JDB has not really found a way to maintain that momentum that he gained. Like, Ned just kind of shut it down.
Oh, baby!
Wow!
Send him to the clouds! And Ned has a read on him like none other.
Yeah, there is no one-up mushroom that's going to bring JDB back to life. That was dirty. He's just like, that was on reaction, too. And that was a perfect knowledge of how far he could cover the regular get up and the roll get up from where exactly he was standing. That was really good.
Yeah, that's one of the brilliant things about that. And of course, him being still grounded finishing touch was not nerfed.
That's true.
It's still an extremely strong move.
And so now we are actually seeing a character change. Mario and Ryu are his most common characters, talking about JDB here. So we see the switch to Ryu, and we heard it right away. We heard the Shoryuken come out immediately. So we'll see if this character change is gonna do it. Now, I believe
Ned has sets on all the Midwest Ryus.
Right, yeah, Dark Shad, Shell,
Renegade,
yeah. So Ned has some experience in this, but I think JDB's style kind of lends itself pretty well to Ryu here, though. He's that patient, kind of read heavy, and so that's what you need to be with Ryu. Is you need to get a read and punish it heavily, and that's what Ryu does.
We'll see how it goes here. JDB, one thing I'm worried about is that like the rolls are a little bit more punishable for Ryu. And
that's true.
Ned has been on point punishing Mario's rolls, but now he gets to punish Ryu's.
And
Ned knows 100% how to deal with things like focus attack.
Wow, and that was really smart from JDB. He Shoryu'd against his shield. If he would have gotten the shield drop, he would have gotten the kill. But he didn't, and he actually landed. He timed it to land on the platform, thinking that Ned was going to burn his limit, and that's exactly what happened. So really smart play from JDB.
He is at 139%, but that just means that Ned is in kill percent for sure. From an up
Ned's
Shoryu.
in kill percent.
Oh yeah, definitely. But Ned's playing super patient, which is the way you need to answer Ryu. Not drop your shield at any inopportune times when he's doing this.
Oh, wow. That was incredibly smart knowledge there from... That's redundant. That was incredibly smart from Ned. The knowledge of what frames that he has to punish in between those up tilts to get that climb hazard out. That was really
That limit climb hazard
incredible.
comes out so incredibly quick, and it kills not even like much later than cross slash.
No.
Like cross slash kills like at, like 100 on the ledges. Kills at like 150.
JDB, you know what I've noticed is 2 times now, he has just not pulled the trigger on a Shoryuken. Like, I feel like he could have had it, but instead he just tried to he up tilted one too many times and Ned was able to get out. So, he's going to have to try and turn this around. Of course, Ryu is the one and only character that can turn it around at any point.
Indeed. Ryu has so many crazy ways to kill you. Ned has to not let his guard down at any single moment. And even with JDB at 100% here,
like right there, that should have been up tilt right into Shoryu. He tried to do it twice, and he paid for it.
And he eats a spicy plate of McDonald's fries for the 3-1 victory, and Ned is going to be moving on to winners finals.
Right, to face who is yet to be determined, and that's going to be the winner between the Diddy Ditto of Zenodo and JJ Rockets.
Oh, man.
That's going to be good.
That should be good. JJ is hungry for this win.
Yes. It's one of the very few that he hasn't been able to get on Midwest players. Is